Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, to our next matchup of Super Metroid Mystery Randomizer. We have got today a couple of very well-known names. We have farfelu versus derxu in our midday match here, taking place at 1:10 p.m. here on Pacific Time, or 4:10 on Eastern. I am joined here by Salty Pigeon and Bressingham on both comms and tracker, respectively. Salty, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm having a great day. Just got finished with the barbecue. It was super hot out, but now I'm inside in my nice air-conditioned hotel room, ready to do some Metroid stuff. Uh,
Absolutely.
but most importantly, a big thank you to Bressingham for coming in and doing tracking. Without Bress tracking, these excellent runners do not get a restream. So, big shout outs to Bress. If you're not following Bress, then definitely do that. Great Metroid player. One of our top seeds in this tournament as well. You'll learn a lot. You'll have a lot of fun. So thank you, Bress.
Absolutely. So for those of you who don't know, this is unlike your normal dash randomizer. This has got a load of variation to it where we can have mixed bosses, shuffled bosses, or even a surprise boss, as well as map randomization. Now, Salty, what do these different boss modes mean?
Yeah, we have 4 different boss modes that could happen to us as we get started here. We probably won't know for maybe 10-15 minutes, but vanilla bosses, like you just see in a regular playthrough, is possible. Shuffled means at least 2 of the bosses are going to swap locations. Could be all 4. Shifted is for bosses that swap locations like in Shuffled, but on the top right you'll see that they're in the area that the other boss is in. So if it says KR for Crate and Fantoon is there, well, Fantoon's going to open the Crate warehouse doors and give you that item, and that's what Shifted is. And Surprise, that only has a 10% chance of happening, but it has happened a few times, and that means any boss can be anywhere doing anything. So a lot of fun stuff that could happen. You're going to see some safety saves coming at you before we check bosses early.
Absolutely. And you'll notice that in the top right, you'll see that we have the CA20 there. That means we have a starter charge beam to get everything going. Whether that's starter plus or not, we don't know yet. We'll know by finding out later on if we're going to have multiple charge pack pickups. So we starting off with a major here in Morph Ball. So we have major minor switch going on here. On our last run we had Chozo to take part of, but major minor means that all major and minor items have a chance of being in each other's location, and you have to do a lot of different checks. So it's guaranteed we're going to find a Morph Ball in the ceiling here for natural progression.
Yeah, so for the runners, no more questioning about the item split. We do have major minor. That morph ball in the ceiling seals it, no pun intended. And yeah, we're gonna go see with power bombs now and an energy tank. I imagine we'll get a left side meme route check past the morph ball to see if we have area.
It is one of the easiest checks to make sure to get taken care of and done. It just gives forward information on what you can expect later on. And the interesting question could be is that if it is not area shuffle, are either of the runners going to take the meme route and see what is on that area?
Yeah, green Bryn could definitely be helpful. We know that suit restrictions are on, so no suits will be in criteria. It might be beneficial just to head to green Bryn if this is truly vanilla map. Because in criteria, the best thing we can get is maybe ice or speed, which are super helpful. But we can always come back for those later.
And we do have an area shuffle.
Yeah.
And we have Crocomeyer for the first area, and it looks like farfelu is going to bet on Croc here.
My last 3 practice seeds had gravity suited Croc, so I'm forever betting on Croc until it bites me. Ooh, Farfelu deciding no thank you. Can't
Probably
really blame
realizing he didn't
Farfelu.
have a lot of ammo there to really carry it through with a weaker charge beam. We've definitely been a longer Croc fight.
Definitely, and with the acid back there checking one of the majors, any slip up you could easily die.
Now, with our runners fighting an E-Tank and a couple of power bombs here, they're probably both thinking about checking Gauntlet next, just to get that check out of the way and see if it's going to offer any good progression forward.
And in chat, we have a question about why that route to the left of Morph Ball is called Meme Route. And I honestly don't know the real reason for that. It was before my time as a Metroid community member. So someone went there and just said, I guess it's for the memes, and went with it. I don't have any information to tell you. We just know that as a community is meme route at this point.
We are going to see a morph ball bomb check here down by derxu. We'll see a BT, but not a BT fight unless it actually is morph bombs. And it's another E-Tank, so that actually is a little bit nicer for Gauntlet check now too, giving you a little bit of extra health to play with, because those spikes, you know, you hit the spikes there, you hit the lava, it really, really hurts.
Absolutely. I think spikes are an immediate 60 damage just for touching them, and the acid will take like 90 damage a second. So a little extra health will go a long way if the runners decide they want to check Gauntlet.
And it looks like derxu's going to take a save of the ship and proceed up to Gauntlet. That really does make sense with the item loadout that they've got so far.
Yeah, and if this Gauntlet ends up being one of our Botwoon Hallway / Torian items as an ice or speed, then this is super huge. If not, well, just another seed then.
And derxu proceeding on to his climb, getting that power bomb up there. And in we go. We're going to get a look at Gauntlet here. And farfelu is looking like he's going to be taking the same exact check. So right now, both runners still on course for each other. No route diversions quite yet.
And our bot in SpeedGaming 3 here, the SpeedGaming family of channels, is not on holiday today. And the runners, I put their names in there, both excellent runners. Fantastic. If you want to see some more Metroid action, check them out. And we do have Ice Beam, so this is a great check for both of our runners to go through.
Absolutely, and it's not even good for Botwoon either. You know, I know we have already 10 power bombs, but one thing I always can think about is having a faster Metroid run later on when you hit the Mother Brain. It is a great item to have there because doing the power bomb method can be done, it just takes so much longer.
Absolutely. And if we don't find speed, the Botwoon hallway, we can freeze that Metroid and get to Botwoon a little bit faster. Although, depending on the boss randomization, might not be necessary. We'll see how that happens as we progress.
It looks like the game wanted us to go to Gauntlet because now we have our first super find. Definitely some interesting routing here being put on by the game.
And I've seen a couple seeds where the super at the back of Gauntlet is the only super that you can get logically to move forward in your progression. So
oh,
I'm glad
and
the runners
plasma
did that. Ooh, yeah. Early nice
already
beam
getting
combo.
some. And with just, it may still be starter charge, but that's still 200 damage that they're looking at now.
Yeah, that'll definitely make a lot of things faster. We're not going to have to hunt for ammo as vigorously.
And quick draw, that's a good point. They could easily make a check back at the portal there and go to Croc and see what's behind him now.
For sure, that's a one-shot fight now. Makes it a lot easier, a lot quicker.
So that backtrack on farfelu is actually going to pay off a little bit.
We're going to get a crate portal check, though. Early on, that was Upper Norfair. We got Business Center, so we're going to check that. Wreck ship for derxu here. And Red
looks like
Brand.
derxu's going to go through.
Yeah, Red Brand, that's nice. That's our highway, basically, for area rando. Lots of portals are to check. Lots of connections. Nice to find that early and have a lot of options available to you.
And here we're going to see that safety saves that we kept talking about. You don't know what is going to be there, and this is going to be our first taste of what can be. So this will be interesting to see if we are actually doing a certain type of randomization.
Alright, yeah, we're going to get our first boss info here. derxu with the save. Going down to normally Phantoon's room. Let's see who's here, though. And farfelu in the Business Center.
Absolutely, farfelu making his trip to Norfair. We're going to see the high jump item here first. finding another set of power bombs too.
Yeah, that's nice. Getting that third power bomb pack. Crystal Flash is now a thing. We need to
And
find
now
one
we
more
have another.
super missile, though.
Exactly. He did see one more super at the top there. So we're gonna end up having 10 supers. And it is
And
another energy tank, so it's looking like some hell runs might be in logic here.
we do have a vanilla boss to start with, Wreck Ship Phantom. Doesn't mean it will be vanilla, but that's our best guess at the moment. And I think we have Major Minor because we had a Morph Ball in the ceiling, so I think that's definitive on Major Minor. And please, nerd, if you know better than me, please correct me.
No, you are absolutely correct on that. I actually got corrected on myself that earlier. The Morph Ball would have had to have been at the vanilla location for it to not be Major Minor switch. But the biggest tell there is if you find a missile in the ceiling as well.
Yeah,
Which
if you
we
get
did not, we
Morph
found
Ball,
another major.
if you get Morph Ball on Morph Ball pedestal and then an energy tank in the ceiling, then it's kind of iffy. It could be either Chozo or Major Minor.
It can only be in two places, you're correct. It can only be in the ceiling or it can only be on the pedestal.
But in this setup, we know we have Major Minor.
Now, we do find a fourth E-Tank at Ice Beam, so not much help progression-wise to farfelu here. We'll see if he's going to continue through Bubble Mountain, though.
And the Spring Ball, this
Nope, we're going up, out.
This doesn't help tons, I don't think, but it is helpful for avoiding a couple soft locks if we run out of power bombs. I'm not really a Spring Ball person because I can't execute the tech properly with it. But I know derxu can, so this might be nice.
derxu trying a spring ball jump here. Looks like we've got it nailed. Almost on that timing. Tricky maneuver to pull off in shallow water. And we get it that time. Nicely done by derxu over that hill. And we have Room of Death.
With mandatory spikes. But yeah, derxu getting back there really quickly for a tough little room strat with that spring ball. We're gonna see what's at Wreck Ship E-Tank.
And it's a good... Ooh, that's actually a really nice find with plasma already. We have full beam configuration. Now we just need some upgraded charge.
Yeah, we still don't know if we have starter or starter plus, depending. That'll be one charge upgrade or two charge upgrades. We'll see when a runner picks up the first one, if it doubles or triples our damage, and then we'll know for sure.
I'm powerful of finding that portal there. DJ Web, we got some major minor going on with area shuffle. Unknown bosses as of yet.
But Phantoon was vanilla at Wreck Ship, but only that one boss. We can't tell you any info. But this is Super Metroid, I can tell you that. It is not Mario 3 or Mega Man 4.
And there's no link to the past either.
And no link to the past. So we're not going to be running into any cold stare fights. farfelu taking our first hell run of the day. Heading over to Bubble Mountain, which is nice. Major, minor. We got 3 major checks over here.
And pretty comfortable hell run with 5 E-tanks as well.
Oh, for sure. And derxu working on the attic.
Now, one thing nice about derxu finding that wave early is that we can completely eliminate looking out any other but the basic minimum ammo for him.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Fairy,
and we
big
find
find for
Varia.
Dirks.
But unfortunately, without Speed Booster, he is hampered being able to get that right now.
Yeah, so even bigger ooh, because I don't know when we're going to come back for that, but at least derxu has the knowledge for it. Looks like we will go through and check the gravity item, because that will be a major of some sort.
Absolutely. Now, what would be interesting is that ended up being Speed Boost leading into the next.
Oh, that'd be huge for derxu. Yeah. Oh, screw attack. Nice find for farfelu over there in Bubble Mountain. Speed
Probably the best
location.
luxury item in the game.
Yeah, it makes so many rooms just so much easier.
So,
Strats be darned. Just screw attack it.
definitely with that, required health being a lot lower for certain bosses, just for the sake of getting in and out comfortably, makes it a lot easier with that. And everybody get your popcorn bowls out. We're going on a bowling run here. You have time
Grilled
to sit and
cheeses are
wait.
only $7 at the counter, so hopefully you brought your own snacks.
Only $7 today? But did you hear about a promotion on Diet Pepsi for only $9 for a large?
Oh my goodness. We're rich.
Alright, coming to the end of bowling here. We'll take a look and see what our gravity item is going to be.
I know we've seen that 10,000 times, but the damage boost out of Batcave is always nice to see.
Ooh, and it's Space Jump. So that's going to be a really nice movement item once he actually makes his way towards Bubble Mountain and gets his screw attack.
Yeah, derxu, pretty nicely set up for himself with Portal Knowledge and Space Jump and knowing where Varia is. I think the route choice there was pretty good.
The biggest question now is, where is Speed Booster so we can get that Varia? Or will it even come into play because we could have Heat Shield?
That's true, it might not be a thing.
Heat Shield
Well,
could
I mean,
just be in a
it'll be
much more
somewhere.
convenient location.
Another E-Tank for Farf. I mean, that's really nice for the Hell runs, just to have that extra E available.
Absolutely. And another super there as well, so we have 20 supers on farfelu's side. He's pretty happy at the moment.
Yeah, Ridley's already flying around with a limp.
Finding Plasma so early on just gives so much help to the runners in the form of damage. And then with derxu picking up the Wave Beam in addition to that, just the ability to take out targets early from across the map is going to be very handy.
And derxu having a good time at Business Center, checking what farfelu checked a few minutes ago.
Now, we have farfelu with 6 E-Tanks. Could we be thinking a possible Hell run into Lower Norfair with our loadout? Thinking about it, maybe.
I would really love to see 2 more power bomb packs because we're not guaranteed any E-Tanks down there. So you'd want 2 crystal flashes in my mind to do that. But maybe that'd be a lot of fun.
I love seeing
a lot
a
of
good
fun as a
Lower
viewer.
Norfair.
Yeah, a lot of fun as a viewer. A little different if you're running it.
Oh, we do find a reserve here, so that could even open up the possibility there too. Reserve's not as favorable, but they do very well in a pinch.
And they're
Better than
super
dying.
shiny. Yeah. Helps you not die, and they're shiny. So that's 2 positives.
Absolutely. Actually, if it looks like a battery, so it has to be a positive and a negative.
So, we're all neutron over here, right?
Absolutely. Jimmy Neutron. Farfelu taking a safety save here. So now the question is, that early croc check, that could have held Speed Booster.
Maybe even gravity.
It could have, yeah, it could have had either or. That would have been disgusting, but perhaps it was exactly what the game wanted from them. We'll find out later. One way or another.
Yeah, going down there, I think Farf only had 10 missiles and the starter charge. That's an annoying croc fight. So I understand not wanting to sink the time into that super early.
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens though.
Farfelu getting a much needed energy recharge there as we're making our way through. derxu making his way through Norfair at this point on his way to Bubble Mountain. And we're going to see the Crocomire portal check here, and that is going to lead to traditional Meridia entrance.
Alright, derxu with the safety save. Gonna be checking some Bubble Mountain stuff. We'll be happy to find the screw attack if we check speed. Farfelu going for the LN portal check.
Just look at those nice D-boosts off the lava there. Beautifully done.
Yeah, not wasting any time. No space jumps, so I'm gonna fall. Set up all those D-boosts very cleanly. And we get top of West Meridia.
Another interesting check here.
We're gonna get 2 portals down here, Crab Hole and the entrance.
We may even check and see what Mama Turtle has at this point too. A little bit more of a difficult check, you gotta time it right, but...
Yeah, it looks like Farf decided not gonna mess with that at the moment. We're gonna do some portal stuff.
Well, that's right, Farfelu
Ooh,
did Farfelu pick up Spring Ball?
I think that was right side supers for derxu, so I think just derxu has spring. And Farfelu not worried about saving, just gonna run straight and check this boss.
I don't believe Farfelu has actually seen a boss yet, so this could be interesting to check.
Yeah, this is a big gamble right here, I think, but Farfelu is a really good player. But oh, just gets Kraid. So we might have Vanilla. We've seen Kraid and Phantoon in their spots. Shuffled and shifted could be a thing still, I think, if we get a Ridley Dragon swap, but we'll see. 2 Vanilla so far.
At this point, we could still have surprise as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So everything's still open. Good night, Kraid. Don't have time for a dance.
Ooh, and we get high jump at Kraid. That's going to be a very nice thing to have.
Yeah, this makes all your movements feel so much more fluid. So the runners will enjoy that. derxu
That's actually a really big item coming back into the Meridia area as well from the transition.
For sure, yeah. And derxu taking a mini fall there in the wave room, but with space jump, no problem. Recovered immediately.
Absolutely. derxu picking up his reserve tank now.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the crab hole check does for Farfelu. Hopefully it's an escape from West Meridia. Otherwise we could be in a rough situation here.
Absolutely. And kind of a trolley item there, an attic for Farfelu there, finding the Spazer after already having plasma.
Yeah, it's like, no thank you. If Farfelu accidentally face-planted that, at least the dash devs put in, it's not going to overtake plasma if you have that, so no menu is shame. And Green Bryn, we do get an escape. Good to see for Farf.
We haven't seen much of Green Bryn yet. I don't think we've even seen Big Pink.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any of it, and so Farf's gonna get a lot of major checks and also a couple portals.
Very nice mock ball through there. Again, some of these tricks, they just look so simple, but really it is just the skill of the runners themselves, just showing us a gem of a race. So here's something interesting. With our E-Tank loadout with Farfelu now, and as well as having the Plasma Beam combination, we could be looking at a stand-up glitch later on with Mother Brain.
Yeah, 7 tanks. We hit that magic number on Farfelu's side, so that could definitely save time. There's a low chance for a soft lock, which we hope not to see, but these runners have practiced that several times. It is a very low % chance at this point. If you're learning it, then that happens quite a bit.
Derxu making his way back down. So let's gonna check the. Looks like he's gonna check the Crocomire portal here as well. What are we gonna find? Ooh, grapple. So that could be the last item here for a suitless Meridia.
Yeah, high jump and ice help a lot. No spring ball, but with high jump, grapple, and ice, Farfelu, if there's no way out on this side, can escape Everest now, I believe. So that's good news for Farf.
It also brings it, seeing a suitless Meridia and seeing it done between runners of this high caliber, it's a really interesting thing to watch, just all the different techniques that you have to use in order to make your way out.
Yeah, with these runners, if they decide to do a suitless Meridia, it kind of looks slow because of Samus's movement, but it's pretty darn fast. As opposed to lower Norfair with no heat protection. That looks faster because of the movement, but it's pretty slow because you have to keep refarming for health. High jump, Farfelu, that's the easiest option on gate glitch there, gets it first try, beautifully done. Now it's not
another
free.
E-Tank.
Yeah, another E-Tank. This seed has given us everything.
It's a very healthy seed.
No speed booster, so still that various suit. The various suit is taunting derxu, and Farfelu doesn't know about it. So this extra E is definitely helpful for both players.
And I'll point out, without finding speed booster, we're still looking at a suitless lower Norfair at this point for Farfelu.
9+1 now, Farfelu. Yeah, chat said, is that 8+1 now for Farf? And it absolutely is, but now with that E-Tank, we got 9+1. Goodness gracious.
That is crazy energy.
Oh,
and is Farfelu going to take it up here? Yes, it looks like we'll be seeing Croc.
derxu, please don't die. Get this Crystal Flash, please. Okay. Good.
Another super check there.
There we go.
Death is not on the menu today.
Other green burn portal.
What we have up here, another power bomb pack. So now we almost have enough PBs for 2 Crystal Flashes without having to worry.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like that pickup for the information Farfelu has. And even if he had derxu's information, various suit is still locked behind speed, so getting one more power bomb pack would be huge. And Farf and both runners would feel way better with lower Norfair with 2 Crystal Flashes.
Absolutely. The question is, derxu has the knowledge of where that Varia is, so how much time is he going to dedicate to finding that speed booster to get the Varia?
Yeah, from us as the viewer, we know, we still don't know where speed booster is, so hopefully derxu just face plants some energy tanks and just goes for it. Because we still have no clue on that speed booster.
Looks like Farfelu is going to go back up to that portal and make his way across. No doubt, probably thinking of checking Croc here.
As far as lead right now, I think knowledge and boss kills are pretty even. I would give Farfelu maybe a slight lead because of energy and the ability to lower Norfair some stuff. But then again, derxu beat Fantune, which is a longer fight than Kraid. So I don't know, it's pretty darn even still. I can't really pick who's in the lead at the moment.
To my knowledge, we haven't seen an X-ray check yet either.
Yeah, and derxu with space jump, that might be something sweet. If X-ray ends up being speed booster, then I'll definitely give derxu the lead nod at this point in the race. But it's been a very tight race, and I knew it would be between these two, so I was excited to calm this one.
Absolutely. The seed itself is not disappointing either.
And that's a great point by our tracker Brass. derxu not knowing that Croc is bottom of criteria could come back to bite. So not 100% sure on that, but I think it's still really way too close to call either one of them in the lead. And nice ice clip by Farf.
We are seeing the X-ray check here now.
Just
and
one
it is another
my
another energy tank. Derxu changing his mind, deciding to get it.
Yeah, and that's smart, knowing that Varia suit's locked, and we might have to do some silly, crazy stuff to get this seed finished. Also really cool to get a seed to show off both of these runners' skills.
Absolutely.
Both capable of doing all these things, and it's great for the viewers to see. And as a viewer myself, I applaud it because this is just a lot of fun.
derxu has a lot of knowledge now himself. He has a few checks that farfelu doesn't have under his belt. There's our gravity suit in Meridia.
Botwoon holding the goods. So that's farfelu's knowledge advantage right here. derxu knows about Varia, but can't get to it. It's speed locked and wreck ship. So with this, the way it's playing out, I don't think farfelu ever checks the attic of the ship, and Varia is just going to sit there. If derxu does, if derxu does come across speed booster, maybe we go back and see it, but it looks like this is what we're going to do. And derxu saying no thank you to East Meridia right now, which is unfortunate, but no grapple beam, so I totally understand it. But yeah, I think farfelu's in go mode even without Varia, so I think that pickup behind Botwoon, to answer Chad's question earlier, I think now it's fair to say that farfelu probably holds the lead at the moment.
I think that's a pretty fair estimate, especially with the health that farfelu has. He doesn't really even need to be worried about... Okay, so it is looking like we're going to be having more than likely full vanilla bosses at this point, considering we're 3 out of 4.
For sure. And farfelu could turn off Screw Attack right now and just high-five Dragon 3 or 4 times just for fun and still have plenty of health to defeat him, so...
Absolutely.
So Farf is in a really good position.
Unfortunately, farfelu without the X-ray here, so we can't see a microwave beam. But still lots of damage that he can deal.
But that's okay, I never want to microwave a shrimp. We want to fry them like this. Yummy.
Absolutely.
Oh, delicious. I'm glad I'm not hungry, otherwise I'd be running out right now to put more stuff on the grill. Nice job, Farf. So yeah, this seed's been great, nerd.
Another energy tank.
And more energy. But yeah, we got 2 runners that are extremely skilled and basically, you know, in the same league as each other, and we got divergence and we got different knowledge on both sides. Unfortunately for derxu, not something that ended up helping him at the end here. But this has been a really fun race, and it's been a pleasure coming with you, nerd.
It's been a pleasure with you as well. It's also been a very high energy race because behind everything there's just always been that little element of excitement because of the style of map that we're getting. We're seeing, you know, the beginning of a suitless Meridia. We're going to see more than likely a suitless Lower Norfair, and we don't even know if our gravity suit's going to do any damage reduction for us yet until we get there.
Another great point. Yeah, Dash Mystery Tournament. We're in week 3. gravity suit is a 25% chance to do 25% heat damage reduction. So that could help us. Maybe even heat shield might be chilling down there, since we know the Varia suit's up in wreck ship. Maybe that could be another help for the runners, but the seed has been very giving and forthcoming with health. So I think that's where it's going to lead us.
I agree with that knowledge there. And derxu making his way back up Big Pink here, on his way back towards Brinstar.
And for the boss question, I believe it absolutely could still be surprise. Low percentage chance of it being surprise, but if we get a duplicate boss of any sort, that could still happen in Lower Norfair. Bosses are the hardest thing for any of us to tell right off the bat. So we could get a second Kraid or Phantoon or Dragon down there, and then automatically, yay, surprise. But there's the grapple beam for derxu, and that's great news. Now can go to Meridia for the gravity suit.
farfelu taking his trip down the sand pit here.
And another question in chat. I didn't think it did much in LN either, but I found out for this tournament, Heat Shield does 50% damage reduction, at least in LN. You still take damage, but not the full amount. So it's really helpful for LN runs.
Just think like an equivalent Metroid Prime 2 of having the dark suit versus the light suit.
Yeah, that's a good point. More energy, energy.
derxu showing us a little frustration there with the arm pumps at finding another E-tank.
Yeah. I'm sure these players are like, there's only 14 E-tanks in this game. Did they throw like 20 in here just for the fun of it? This is crazy. Super healthy seed. Almost too healthy. Go have some bacon. Or a donut. Whatever your diet allows you to have. Because there's too much health here.
Or a maple bacon donut.
Ooh, yummy. Super. Yeah, why not? Let's take them, Farf.
It never hurts to have more supers.
Yeah, Ridley is pretty much already deceased at this point with Farfelu's amount of supers, and derxu's for that matter.
Not to mention, we still haven't found a charge upgrade either, so those supers will actually come in handy for Mother Brain at this point.
That's a great point. Yeah, no charge upgrade, and no speed booster, so that extra damage is nice.
This particular
Super
seed
mystery.
just throwing all kinds of things at the runners to pay attention to. And it looks like farfelu is going to take this check here at X-Ray. Very interesting decision here. He's not going to be very happy with what he finds.
No, I think this was a wave beam.
This was another E-tank.
Oh, just another E-tank. Okay.
Wave beam was at the wrecked ship E-tank.
Okay, then wave beam must have been my extra item in my practice seed. I'm getting seed bleed, folks. I'm sorry. But yeah, just E-tank. Farfelu's probably like, okay, thanks. I'm doing all right, but all right.
It'll absolutely help with Ridley and Lower Norfair because at this point, farfelu is pretty much committed to a Lower Norfair without Varia. Especially since we as the viewers don't know where Speed Booster is at the moment either to get access to that Varia.
And Farfelu, as the runner, hasn't been to the top of wreck ship, so doesn't even know about Varia yet. So yeah, maybe that E-tank isn't as boring as I described it. It'll be nice insurance to stay alive down there.
derxu taking a save at the ship. Could we be on our way to check the lower portal by any chance? Because he never went through it to find Croc.
Yeah, if Croc's E-tank item ends up being like speed, this could be a thing and really help derxu. So if we get bottom of criteria check and Croc it, because this
we are going to see Croc. We are on our way.
So if Derxu sees Croc down here and we get a immediate speed booster, and then can get over to wreck ship for Varia, we might have a really tight finish, and that would be sweet. I always root for a close race. And
I do not believe behind Ridley can be speed, if Varia is in the location that it is.
Speed might be behind Ridley. I'm not sure. That's a good question, though.
We're hearing from Sand Monster that it cannot be.
Not if it locks Varia. Yeah, and Speed is definitely locking Varia.
derxu not upset with this check here because it's just going to be a single shot and Croc is done.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially with that space jump to get over him too. I mean, it's going to be a really quick check here.
farfelu is going to take a 2-boss lead here. But if this is Speed, then this could be huge. Just more energy, my goodness. Well, Speed could be a grapple. But that would be an extra, I don't know, 2 minutes running down there, running back, waiting for Croc to properly die. That might not be as helpful anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's a fair point.
We'll see, though. Anything could still happen.
Meanwhile, we'll turn over to farfelu having his Fantoon fight here. Yes, derxu did bowling. That's how he discovered where the wrecked ship reserve item was. And then I believe the gravity check was just what, an E-tank, right?
I believe so. Yeah, just another
yeah.
So derxu peeked at that wreck ship reserve item, which was Varia, and then decided to do bowling, hoping the other major might be Speed to unlock it, and it wasn't. So we're here now. And if this is Speed,
oh, you're right.
Then
quick draw, yes, it was space jump there.
Oh, reserve.
And just a reserve.
So this is actually going to be at Spring Ball or Plasma for Speed Booster, I think, at this point. Because we're out of options.
At this point, with the knowledge that we have, could Speed Booster be chilling at forgetting the name of the check?
Shack Tool?
Yes, Shack Tool.
I think it could absolutely be there. Or even at Plasma Beam. And then that's just way too much back and forth portal
we have
nonsense.
Not seen a Mommy Turtle check yet.
Oh, and that. Okay, so we do have 3 major locations that I can possibly think of. Could be at Screw, I guess. But if
we haven't really seen either of the sand pits either.
That's Lower Norfair. Varia is locked behind Speed Booster. I don't think it could be down there like Soundmaster was saying. But yeah, Sand Pit, there's one. Mama Turtle.
We also haven't seen Plasma check yet.
And Plasma and Shack.
So there's a lot of locations that it could still be.
Ridley, GT's Screw Attack, probably not, because I don't think Varia gets locked in LN like that.
Problem is that none of those checks are really favorable at this point, because all of them are just absolutely awful to try and reroute back to Varia.
Yeah, they're way, way out of the way. You're absolutely correct. So I think this definitely gives farfelu an edge here. And that's not even derxu's fault. You know, this seed was just, you know, gave you a couple options. farfelu ended up picking the best one for this seed's area map rando. So it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, derxu did take that safety save from Croc, but he might be favoring to keep the E-tank that was there and the reserve to help him out with Lower Norfair as well. That extra health is so beneficial if you're going to do it suitless.
Yeah, especially with no heat shield and no gravity for derxu yet. So no extra benefits for damage reduction.
At this point, we don't even know if the gravity suit does damage reduction, do we?
That's also true, and we have no idea if heat shield's even in the seed, because it's only a 50% chance that it rolls to be in the seed. So I think derxu's just playing a little bit on the safe side, saying, you know what, I'm going to take the extra health. The seed's been feeding it to me, so I might as well take it just in case.
And no doubt we'll probably see a double stand-up glitch at this point. With the amount of health that the runners have, I think that's almost a guarantee here.
Yeah, nerd, I think you're absolutely right. And that'll be fun. That's always cool.
Absolutely, and we'll see more than likely a really good baby skip from derxu as well. Having that wave beam will make it so much easier for him.
Yeah, wave beam for derxu, but high jump for farfelu. So neither of them have the combo they prefer, I think, for a baby skip, but both still possible.
And gravity definitely providing some heat reduction here.
Alright, cool deal. So that's nice for Farf. And here goes derxu. We're about to get a second dead bot wound, and we will find our gravity suit.
Alright, we are officially in Lower Norfair. And no love for Gold Terizo.
Well, he's not a very lovable guy.
I mean,
he throws rocks at you and shoots beams at you. It's kind of mean.
Kind of steals your supers.
Yeah, just grabs them and throws them back at you. Not a very likable statue, in my opinion.
Very lifelike, though.
Oh, definitely. It's even scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's, in my opinion. Oh, nice job. Worst room in Farf.
That screw attack is making it so much easier there.
Absolutely. And we have those extra tanks, or the extra one tank. And we'll probably get a crystal flash at the top of this room.
I think we might need a crystal flash sooner than that if we're not careful here.
Yeah, we don't want to bop one of these pirates. That's heavy damage. But Farf did safely get to the top.
Still an E-Tank 26 left. Not bad at all.
And derxu's going to do the spring ball snail deal here, which is a really easy, fun way to get up.
Farfelu betting on the E-Tank there and finding it.
Nice bet.
To be fair, with this seed, the odds were forever in his favor.
That's a great point. Yeah, this seed was all about giving you tanks. It knew what it did. It's like, yeah, we're hiding Varia really hard on you, so that's our bet. Ooh, no, double snail. This probably isn't good for derxu. Uh-oh. Double snail nastiness. This is not what we wanted to see. Hopefully it doesn't fall through the bottom. Okay, one through the top. That's good. Oh, no! Oh, he saves it.
We recovered.
Okay. Good.
Nice recovery there by derxu.
Yeah, derxu with the save. Fine work. Using the snail to get through the door transition. I love it.
Beautifully done.
That's just extra smarts that you don't see in every run, because you're not prepared for that kind of thing. No high jump boots for derxu, and no gravity, so that was really well done. Really well executed.
Right now, derxu kind of in the same position that Farfelu was here, minus having high jump boots.
Ooh, derxu is a tough jump to get up here and free the Metroid to get through.
Fishing boot, that was because that was not Gary, that was Larry.
Yeah, Larry and Carrie actually came by and did that. Gary had nothing to do with this time. Please don't blame Gary, chat.
And here we see our second Baltoon fight. Farfelu farming up some supplies here for himself. Looking really good with 60 supers on him right now. I think Farfelu is pretty happy in the ammo department.
Oh, definitely. Ready to take a CF right here, using the acid to damage down. Still gonna have 49 supers just in case it is Ridley. And Ridley's gonna sit down real quick. There's a nice Mega Man shout out. And while I'm shouting out, big shout outs to Bressingham for hopping in last minute to do tracking. Without Bress, we don't get a restream here. And we don't get to see this awesome farfelu derxu matchup. So thank you, Bress, for doing that. And Nerdvana Gaming, huge shout outs to you for co-commenting with me. This has been a lot of fun, and we still got some more seed to go.
Absolutely, you've been an absolute joy to work with.
Well, thank you very much.
Now derxu coming to pick up his grab suit, while farfelu is getting his pogo stick on. And clearing out Ridley.
Good night, Pelican.
You know, did you ever think that he was just hangry?
That's possible, but since for once I actually ate today before doing a commentary, I'm not, so I wasn't thinking that way. But yeah, definite possibility.
Ridley could just need a snack. But it's a good thing we give him a snack in the form of super missiles.
Oh yeah, 30 of them. Num-nums.
It's a
now
full
we can
meal.
take a nap. So yeah, we do have vanilla bosses. That is now for sure.
Well, this is the first vanilla boss run that I've had pop up for me. I have yet to have a mystery. I have yet to have a surprise.
I haven't had a surprise in anything I've calmed, but I got a surprise in one of my races.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it was sweet.
Alright, derxu coming in now to take care of his Dragon fight. Should be a fairly simple fight with the grapple beam.
And farfelu with a safe escape here, screw attack, and an extra CF. No problems.
Everyone, get your cocktail sauce out. We're gonna have fried shrimp. farfelu taking his second crystal flash here.
Oh, just missed the fried shrimp there.
Still has a chance of grabbing it. If we can just scoot over a little bit more. Dragon not being very cooperative here at all.
Oh, derxu just got gravity suit, and sometimes our item tracker eats some clicks on us, so that's no big deal. But Bress got it. Bress is all over it. Sometimes it just likes to be needy. It's like, hey, pay attention to me. So that's what our item tracker's all about. But we're good.
Farfelu is now through the Three Musketeers here. And derxu is going to be rewarded with his Dragon item. And we have health.
Even more of it. derxu doesn't know what to do. It's like, yes, no, maybe, no, yes, okay, I guess.
The question is, was it worth the item fanfare? Probably not.
Maybe not after the decision process, but oh well, we have it now. Same health as farfelu.
Oh, it's like twinsies now.
If you're just joining us, we're in the middle of week 3 Dash Mystery on this today, July 4th. We have 6 weeks of Swiss tournament action, which also translates to regular season mode. And yeah, Bress is doing tracking, farfelu, derxu doing battle. 2 great players. This has been a really fun race. derxu got some information early on about Varia suit, but we could not find speed booster and it was speed locked. So Farf just not knowing about Varia, just committed to early suitless LN, and that might have been our game changer there.
Absolutely. And we're going to see Baby here. Farfelu probably going to show us a beautiful baby skip with the amount of health. No! Farfelu opting not for the baby skip. Taking the damage.
And without wave, I can't say I blame Farf.
I don't blame him either.
Baby skip is kind of tough. Oh yeah, I wasn't saying you were. Sometimes it's just quicker to damage down if you're not completely confident in that strat. There's probably a dozen different baby skips now with different item loadouts, and if you don't have the loadout you like, then just take the damage and heal up quick at the bottom here.
Absolutely. Alright, then we get the alarm to stop going off at this point now. We do have enough ammo for Zeb Skip, no problem. So farfelu is going to have a very easy pass through here. Showing off some of those spring ball tactics as well.
Yeah, and good news for Dash Mystery. Any seed that rolls area rando, Torian refills you, because ship isn't on the way to Torian like it normally is in vanilla. So 2/3 of the time we're going to see area rando, and that will give us all of our ammo and health back when we go down there.
Alright, and there we get our Zeb Skip there on the third try. farfelu looking pretty solid now, and we are engaged in the fight.
MB1 taking all of our vitamins. They're green and they explode. And
That's
MB1
kind of
is
vitamins.
good now.
Meanwhile, derxu making his way to his crate fight here as well. Gonna find that it's gonna be vanilla for him. You know, I imagine every once in a while, after seeing bosses randomized so much, seeing vanilla bosses is such a relief.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, oh good, I don't have to play the guessing game this time. Don't have to worry about saving. I know with my loadout I can take this out. Sometimes vanilla bosses actually seem weird after so many rando seeds.
farfelu having a beautiful MB2 fight here.
Yeah, not taking a single hit until I just jinxed right there on cue. But this is going very well. Catch-up mode is already out, so we're going to see the supers unleashed. A few more shots, and I think MB2 is going to sit down. And there we go.
And
Nice job,
MB2
Farf.
is happy. Farf damaging down a little bit there. Setting up for stand-up. And is gonna get it.
Now with only 200 beam damage, I think if this stand-up is done perfectly, we're still going to need, even with a perfect stand-up, probably 10 hyper beam shots at the end of it.
Absolutely, we just don't have the damage that we would normally have here.
We just don't have the output for it. But it'll still speed this up a lot. I mean, skipping 25 extra hyper beam shots. Anytime you can play instead of sit and watch, you're moving faster. So,
Ooh,
that's tough. Good thing.
farfelu does have that reserve there. Thank goodness.
Yeah, and here's baby health. Thank you, baby.
We do know where Varia is. It's at the top of Wreck Ship Reserve.
But we have no clue where Speed Booster is. It could be still, I think, 4 different locations. Sand Pit, Shack,
Which I admit,
Plasma, who knows?
I'm really looking forward to seeing the credits on this so we can actually find where Speed Booster was.
Yeah,
Because it has been very trolly here.
And since Speed wasn't at Croc, derxu really didn't have a backup route option to make up that time after learning about Varia.
Absolutely.
But derxu playing beautifully like always. The fundamentals are there, the movement is sound. derxu capable of beating anyone, but rando capable of randoing anyone. And you know, for that matter, so is Farf. So I knew going into this we're going to have 2 great competitors and have a fun match, and we did. Rando just decided to rando derx today instead of Farf.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Farf is now on his escape. We are going to see some of the strats really come out here. Not having speed boost, not having space jump either, so that's going to be a little bit of a different kind of escape for him.
And And screw attack, our item that's really helpful, but we turn it off in Torian for Zeb skip, so we're not going to even rely on any of that. Use our Hyper Beam for all these pirates.
Absolutely. Interesting to note is that coming out of that room, derxu has about 3 more E-tanks than farfelu did.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened leading up to that, but derxu does have excellent movement, so not surprising to see that still looking healthy here. Has plenty of time for a Crystal Flash, and doesn't look like derxu checked Fire Fleas, so that'll be there on the way out, but we're here in Parlor now with farfelu, and we're about to get ready for a GG. So to all you folks out there in chat, thank you for joining us, and we're going to have an interview after the match.
Absolutely, get your GGs
coming
ready.
In for GGs. And there we are, farfelu, 59-14 on race time, GG. The winner of this race. Great job.
GGing into a derxu Crystal Flash. That's beautiful. It's like congratulating him at the same time.
I agree. That was a nice finishing screen. Everything just worked out.
And we have farfelu that's into the setup chat here, about to jump on in with us.
Yeah, derxu only a Ridley and a Torian away at this point. May decide to finish up, but we do have Farf joining us. farfelu, GG's. Congratulations on your win today. How are you doing?
Hey, thanks. Well, I'm glad we didn't have to acid dive.
Definitely, that's always nice. At least they gave you extra health just in case, but that's always nice to not have to do that.
Yeah, that was pretty LT. I know Brest did the math at some point, but I'm pretty sure even if Torian was the other side of Lower Norfair, it was doable. I would have gone for it. With the reserve I had, I think 13 D-tanks. Yeah, I had 12 plus 1, so I had 13 and Gravy, so I'm pretty sure it was doable anyway. But yeah, it's a bit more comfy this way.
Understandable.
We did get some route divergence early on. derxu going up to wreck ship early and finding Variasuit that speed locked behind the reserve tank. But we never found speed in either side, so do you think it actually helped you not knowing where Varia was, just knowing that, hey, I have a Lower Norfair to take care of, and that's what I'm going to do?
Oh, we found a charged upgrade behind Ridley.
And we actually talked about that in the race room. We'll see on screen soon where we speed. It was at Mama Turtle, so it's really the worst scenario for him. If you go wreck ship first, you see Varia, but the speed booster is so out of the way. I think my routing fit pretty much what I needed to do in that seed.
Yeah, I think your routing was on point there. When both of you got to a decision at the beginning of the game whether to take, I forget which way you went now at this point, but he went wreck ship. And
okay, so speed booster was at energy tank Mama Turtle. Just saw that come across. That is very trolly.
And I don't know for derxu, but when I was there, I was thinking about going see what was the item at the turtle, but we had two problems. It's pretty hard to get the item because I would have to do a power bomb jump. But there was another problem. I had no way out of turtle tank, so that's why I just decided to skip.
I mean, that makes sense. If you don't have a way out, why go there?
Yeah, exactly. The only possibility, I guess, would be that gravity, high jump, or spring ball would be there, but I didn't want to bet on that.
Understandable. So, derxu, any guess as to not derxu? Welcome.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, GG's derxu. Sorry the routing didn't go in your favor this time, but you and farfelu put on a really fun show for us, and you both played great. Your movement for both of you was on point. How did you feel about the routing, and especially Vario when you saw it was speed locked?
I mean, if you see that very at this point, you'll think like, oh, well, either it's the like speed booster right around the corner at grab, but it wasn't. So yeah, I hoped that speed booster would appear like somewhere close in upper Norfair. All I found was a lot of beam power, a lot of beam power,
A
and
lot
a
of
lot of
beams
energy.
and a lot of
Yeah.
health. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seed was
Funny.
really tough, but you both made it look like just another day at the office. So it was really fun to watch, and I want to thank you for letting me com for you. This is good times, and shout outs to Bress one more time for tracking. Without Bress, we wouldn't have this restreamed, so thank you to Bressingham.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Any
So how-
other thoughts on maybe what you might have done different, or how you felt going through it at that point?
I mean, I felt really bad finding that gravity was not at Croc. I was pretty convinced that it's like my last location. I could have checked to find anything. And then I thought, going down West Meridia is rough because like coming out is not good because it's slow. And like my turtle obviously had speed booster. But going in there, going out is so super slow. You have to like use springboard jumps to get out, and well, it's annoying. And then my head was like, yeah, the graph just has to be at bot wound, and grade has to be at western lower meridia, the west meridia lower left transition, like for me to at all have a chance. So it was actually like that. I was like a little bit more motivated at this point when I found gravity.
That's
But
pretty
yeah,
understandable.
I mean,
sure.
if you find gravity and you have like the option, like it's a possibility that Turian is not at Eastern Lower North exit, and you have to go back through that acid pool. Like you want to have all the health, like all the health. And well, I ended up with like, what was it, 15, 13, 14 energy tanks and 2 reserve tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, health
Yeah, the
was
health in this
definitely
team was
plentiful.
insane.
No.
But I'm sorry, nerd. I think I cut you off while you were asking a question.
Oh, I was just stating, yeah, the health in this particular seed was absolutely insane.
I mean,
We
Because
know-
it didn't have any choice to give us L because we didn't have anything else. No bombs, no speed, no movements, no space. I didn't get the other beam. Actually, I was kind of happy to see both ice and plasma really early because of that starter charge. I knew that ammo hunt was not important, but even with that I ended with 60 supers anyway, just for making Lower Warfare easier. So I guess we didn't need all that much firepower after all. But yeah, it was pretty funny. At least I had fun running that. I wouldn't say nightmare, but yeah,
depends
a
on
bit
routings.
rough. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, both of you, Farf and Dirks, you made it really fun for us as viewers. Is there anything else either of you'd like to add?
Actually, I have a question for derxu. We talked about Croc. Did you do it at the beginning?
No, I did it very late. Croc was like the
Oh,
last
okay.
thing I did before going to East Meridia. I had this one transition at Criteria bottom, and like, oh no, if it's there, like, I went all the way back to Criteria down just to fight Croc there.
Yeah, I get it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it feels pretty bad. At least it's not Shozo, so you have two chances
yeah,
for major, but
absolutely.
it still feels bad. I started the fight at the beginning, but then realized, well, I don't have a super. I don't have enough L to get out of the spot where the E-tank is, so there's a probability I couldn't even get anything from here, so I
Yeah.
knocked out after maybe 2 shots.
I just checked if it's area or not. So I like went left and went back right to save some ammo, and I didn't even check the transition at the beginning, because it's like I have stuff up there anyways. Like if I find another power bomb pack, I can go gauntlet, and like which I did, like 3 major items there, and so if down there is anything important, I will find my way there. So that was my thinking, but well, it was an isolated path. I mean, I think at this point it was actually clear that it has to be a one-way. Like, it's one of Turian, Croc, or Kraid, but yeah, it was rough.
Fair enough. Well, guys, I just personally want to say thank you for putting on such a good race for us, and thank you for being amazing to watch. Both of your guys' movement was just so interesting to see the decisions you were making. Derxu, I had a small chuckle at the point where you found the E-tank that was resting at early supers when you decided to check that. Other than that, though, gentlemen, thank you so much for such a great race.
Well, thank you for having us. Thanks for commentating, and thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for the race, and good luck in the tournament, I'd say.
Thanks, derxu. It was pretty fun to race you, so good luck next week in the Swiss tournament. Thank you both of you for comms, and thanks, Brest, for tracking.
Our pleasure.
Absolutely.
So I think with that, thank you all to you good folks out in Chatland on Twitch for coming out and watching this, and to all the folks in the future watching on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this. 2 very, very good players showing off great movement in a very mean kind of seed. Honestly, it was a tough seed, but Farfelu and derxu put on a heck of a show. Thank you to Nerdvana Gaming, excuse me, for calming this with me. It was a lot of fun. Bressingham.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, Bressingham. Without your tracking, these 2 players don't get the restream. And a big thank you to the folks at SpeedGaming and admins and dash organizers. And it's been great. We have a lot more races today. This is a very, very busy July 4th. Tons of Metroid today. So in between your hot dogs and hamburgers and whatever you're doing today, check back on us on SpeedGaming. There's tons of Metroid to be had. Big thanks to you all, and I will leave you with those magic words. See you next mission.